Welcome back to more of the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Last time we took care of final cleanup in the Roland region, and now it's time to head to the Mistwald. As you can see, I've changed up my party. For the boss fight at the end of this chapter, you want a good mix of physical and magical attackers. Trust me, that's very important. So either Agate or Zin is fine. I've chosen Agate because he has cancelling attacks, and that's the reason why I've chosen Olivier over Chloe. Now Chloe would hit harder with her higher ATS stats over Shera, but Olivier has Sniper Shot for cancelling. And the fact that Sniper Shot is long range, cancels, and does low damage, that's going to be important. I should also mention that Olivier lured an upgraded version of his S-Craft, Howling Bullet 2, when I was going down to the sewers to heal. I didn't show this on camera, because I didn't feel the need to, because it still sucks. Yeah, Olivier's S-Craft is really bad. They didn't start giving magical attackers magical S-Crafts until later games. Actually, no wait, there is one in this game. One magical S-Craft. I just don't see why they couldn't give one to Olivier, but anyway. We're gonna head down to the Mistwald. Hi there. Yeah, let's just ignore you and keep going. So Mistwald is on the second screen here, so we can kind of speed through here. Hey, we fought a mini-boss that looked like you in FC, but you are no longer a mini-boss. These beetles are just content to fly up to me and not attack. I guess they're scared of us. Okay, so through here, you have to be careful not to run through these narrow passages because there's a good chance that an enemy will get the drop on you. And we want to stay healthy before we go into the Mistwald, because the enemies in here are still fairly dangerous. Finally, the Mistwald lives up to its name. It's funny that Olivier should be saying something like that. And Agate's pointing out the compass. If you turn your map north and remember this forest layout from the first game, you should be relatively fine. But this thing is now a basic enemy. The Pycorn. And I don't even feel bothered to fight it. So the reason why that thing aggroed onto us is because Shera has Scent equipped, and I don't have anyone with Haze to cancel it out. I'm gonna just switch that over for the moment. Stop, you're like hugging me, get off. But yeah, I don't want these enemies to aggro onto us. Yeah, this place is kind of full of them. And we also have the Forest Mist back, which can cancel your arts. They are worth a pretty good amount of experience though, at least as far as basic enemies go. There's also a basic enemy version of the Death Specular that is heavily nerfed from its earlier mini-boss version. Well, we finally petrified one, but it wasn't the mini-boss one. I went this way because there is one chest here, EP Charge 2. It's empty. It wouldn't be in this predicament if someone hadn't taken what was inside! Is there another one up here, or... doesn't look like it. There are actually 8 chests in the Mistwald now, so... a lot more than in the first game. But I believe that's the only chest on the first screen. Just quickly slip through here, and on to screen 2. Now, you want to be careful in screen 2, because when we exit this area to the north... Hi there. Wow, I still got a preemptive on you. That's kind of interesting, even though it seemed like you aggroed onto us first. But yeah, we have the Killer Hornets here. They're honestly not as scary as they were in the first game, but only because we're a lot stronger now than we used to be. Wow, one-shotting everything. Yes, I didn't need to worry about Olivier having somewhat lower ATS than Chloe. Wolf Fang's Whip. Nothing in here but dust. Lots of dust, actually, and a nasty smell. Wait, this chest isn't a tiny coffin, is it? Well, it was a coffin for the Wolf's Fang whip, so maybe a wolf had to die to make that. Let's see the description. That sounds like a really, really bad thing to get whipped by, so I do not envy Shera's enemies in this chapter. So again, we want to be a little bit careful heading north, because when we exit this screen in that direction, we're going to be taken straight into the boss battle. But here we have another chest. Huckin' Boots. This is what your curiosity gets you. Is that better than anything that anyone has here? It's not a boost to speed, so I'm going to keep Excel Gear. Sounds a little bit like Excelgor. And if we keep heading, I think, yep, that way is going to lead to progress. Let's not go that way yet, because there's a lot more that we need to get. Celestial Balm. The chest yawns open as if to swallow you into its infinite emptiness. We're seeing a lot of new chest quotes here. Okay, this is back towards the start. You do want to make sure that you check out the eastern side of the woods where Josette used to be in FC, because there are a few more chests here. And more of those forest mists. Yes, there's one right there. Black Bangle. Oh, hey, is there still something in here? Nope. Annoyingly, I actually already went to the shop and bought a Black Bangle, but the Black Bangle there is actually a hint as to what you want to equip for the upcoming boss. Lily Necklace, also a hint as to what to equip for the upcoming boss. It's empty, but you notice a little hole in the back of the box. The view from there isn't too bad either. So, I do like the way this game hints via chests at the kind of equipment you want to use for the upcoming boss fight. You will definitely see that later. Survival Vest. After minutes of frantic searching, you close the lid, panting heavily. It's time to admit you have a problem. That's another very good one. Okay, that appears to be a male only. Yep, that's male only. And that's way better than what he previously had. Doesn't buff ATS though, so I'm gonna stick with that on Agate rather than Olivier. I've also put Shield 3 on Agate because the negative penalty to ATS doesn't really matter to him because he sucks at using magic anyway. Okay, got that. Okay, so I have all the regular chests in the Mistworld. That wasn't too hard, right? Well, there's actually one more chest in this place, and this chest is permanently missable if you're not careful. This is one of the... well, actually, there aren't a few, because there are actually quite a lot of one-time areas in this game, but up until this point, there have not been a lot of permanently missable chests. This is one of them, and this one's actually very weird in how it operates, so I'm going to go ahead and save before I advance to the next screen. Yep, it's that bell again. Nowhere in the Mistworld looked like this the last time we explored it. This is some kind of an illusory world. Guess what? We have a Zelda-style Lost Woods. And you only visit the Lost Woods once during the story. After we leave, you never come back here again. And there is one chest inside the Lost Woods. If you don't pick it up now, you will never get another chance to find it. Which is actually pretty jerkish, since this chest is pretty well hidden. So, I'm gonna be taking you through how to escape from the Lost Woods. But I want you to try and figure it out for yourself as I'm going through it this way. Now, Lost Woods segments in many video games, it's kind of a common trope, especially in Japanese games. And usually you either have to follow a specific set of directions, or look for subtle clues in the environment, like the Paper Mario Lost Woods. You'll find out which kind of Lost Woods this is shortly. So first we're going to go east. And east again. And now we're going to go north 3 times. So after a certain number of screens, you'll get this hint. The bell was faint the first time, but it got louder and louder the further we progressed through this woods. But from here, we're going to take one more north. The bell doesn't seem to have changed, but in the center of this screen is a chest. Range 1. Were you hoping somebody would come along and put in more stuff for you to take? Well, given this is an illusion, I doubt it. So from here, we're going to go east. East again. The bell is a lot louder. And finally, north. So it's a bit of a getting warmer, getting colder puzzle. The louder you hear the sound of the bell, the closer you are to the exit. And with that, you're out of the Lost Woods, and you'll never go back there again. So if you didn't get that chest, that chest is gone for good. That is really jerkish. Speaking of gone for good, there is also bonus BP associated with the Lost Woods. You need to escape the Lost Woods in at least 20 screen transitions, which is actually not that hard if you don't bumble around constantly. 20 is, like, plenty of time to get out. So if you take too long, you won't get bonus BP, but I more than made the bonus BP requirements. So, I'm going to go ahead and charge up my EP, because we are going to have a boss fight on our hands the moment that we start advancing a bit further forward. But before the fight, I'm going to take this time to talk about how the Lost Woods works, because I personally find it really interesting. So, the Lost Woods may look like a single screen that wraps around endlessly. It's actually not. The Lost Woods is in fact a 6x6 grid of identical screens. So I've reloaded a save in the Lost Woods just to explain how this works. The exit is always on a fixed tile. The exit is at coordinate 4, 4 of the grid. The chest is at 3, 3. And you start at position 1, 1. Because of this, there are actually several different solutions to the Lost Woods. I'll show one while going over it on my map. So an easy solution if you just want to get out is to go 4 east and 4 north. And here's the hint. And from here, if we go 4 north, we should get out. Yeah, the bell's very close now. And that's out. But that way you miss the chest. Okay, that's enough messing around with the Lost Woods. Before approaching the end of this place, make sure you've equipped Sleep and Confuse protection on all characters. And in terms of tactics, I'm going to want Agate to start as far forward as possible. Actually, both of my physical cancellers will start as far forward as possible. I guess Sharon and Olivier will hang back here. I want Olivier to be able to hit things with sniper shots. So, also make sure you have as many Earth Arts on your Orbment as you can muster. And I'm going to go ahead and switch Shara over to Sense. Because there's no reason not to equip that now. We've only got a fixed fight here, no aggro to worry about. So, let's go. And there it is, looking really creepy. That's our gospel for this chapter. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. It's the return of the Fog Beasts, but even stronger ones this time. Normally, trying to physically smack something made of fog would be a bad idea. However, it's actually good in one specific instance. When you are fighting the Zakum, not the Juboku. These things have very weird names. Juboko and Zakum. That's how I pronounce it personally. So, this is the gimmick to this fight. Zakum is immune to all arts, but physical attacks will deal damage. Juboko drains physical attacks, but is weak to arts. So that's why you want a good mix of physical and magical attackers for this fight. Juboko is also mostly a magical attacker, while Zakum attacks more physically. We also have a bunch of Albra Unes to deal with. They should die pretty quickly to a few Titanic Roars. So right now, I don't really want Agate to get out of morale range though, because I would really like him to have his strength buffed. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a Dragoona Edge on this guy. Yeah, definitely want to buff strength. We're not going to be hitting all that hard without it.
Guys, come on.
So, strength up. And it's going to summon more of these annoying Albra Unes, which can cancel your arts. So, that thing there, Wave Charge, that is why I went for Olivier and Agate here. The reason for that is that even though Juboko drains physical damage, it is still affected by cancelling. So Sniper Shot will cancel it, and because Sniper Shot is weak, it won't drain a lot of health from getting hit by it. So I like to cancel it with Olivier. However, in this particular instance, I would instead go for Titanic Roar, just because I want to deal with those Albra Unes, who love to spam Dream Smoke and cancel your attacks. At least I'll get another chance to get a cast off. Okay, I think I want to Heaven's Kiss everyone back up to their turns. Okay, good, I can get Titanic Roar in before anything cancels me. Estelle, can she get over there to cancel you in time? Hard Break. I can actually Hard Break you. But Estelle's also not horrible at arts casting, so maybe I should instead try and clear out some of these things with her. Okay, so you're gonna go for Dragoona Edge, which does cancel. So, even though this thing will heal from this, it will still get its attack cancelled. Okay, Titanic Roar. Yeah, that's a ton of damage to the Albra Unes. This thing likes to hover forward and do this weird, like, slow punch attack. And that thing's immune to arts. More of them. Yeah, you really want to deal with these things quickly, otherwise this battle gets out of hand very, very fast. Okay, good, you're punching Estelle, not Agate. As you can see, we're seeing a lot of resists here, so good thing we're equipping Confuse and Sleep immunity. Oh crap, Agate's down, which means Olivier might have to waste his turn cancelling. I'm gonna go for Titanic Roar anyway. I can probably afford to use one of these. I really, really want Agate back up. Okay, initial rush of these things is mostly dealt with. We've got 3 of them down. There's still a few left. Because their damage is small, but it adds up quickly. Okay, you are going to Dragoona Edge both of those things. Unfortunately, that means he lost his strength buff. The other good thing about Titanic Roar is that you'll gradually be doing damage to Juboko over the course of the fight if you keep spamming that. That's gonna get you cancelled. Let's see, how about... I kind of want to heal, actually. Just in case things go badly. See, at least art attacks don't heal Zaku. They only do 0 damage. So we don't have to worry too much about spamming that. One of them just barely survived. I love the way those things just hover, like hover strafe like that. It's just actually pretty cool looking. And you're gonna punch again. Okay, can I cancel that in time? I can, good. Yeah, don't worry about healing it. Canceling the attack is more important. It's the only damaging move that thing has, and it does actually hit pretty hard, and it hits the entire party, and it can also, I'm probably going to... Oh, wow, that thing is so close to going down. That is unfortunate. You know, yeah, I want that thing gone. I really, really want that thing gone. Agate, Dragoon Edge to cancel that. If you don't have immunity, the Wave Charge can also inflict sleep and confusion, so... Also, good to cancel it for that reason. Okay, so we just have the big ones left. And Shera is as amazing as always with Heaven's Kiss. Okay, so now that we only have a few of the big ones left, we can focus on Earth Lancing, the one that's vulnerable to arts. And just, in fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and heal Olivier. Got a few mystery paste, but let's go for a Shellful Dish for the defense buff. This is an interesting fight overall, and I like how it encourages you to use a more mixed party. Yeah, you are like exactly like a Pokemon that's only form of attack is Solar Beam. Okay, do a bit of damage to you with that. And I think Agate will just cancel again. Yeah, even though it does get healed, the healing's pretty minimal. Okay, just floating around, okay. Yeah, I have enough to Heaven's Kiss. Olivier is quickly running out of EP, though. Once that thing goes down, actually, once the thing goes down, Olivier is going to be useless in this fight, but, yeah, things should be, a little bit smoother. I love how fast Olivier's cast time is. Yeah, we're definitely out-damaging the healing. And doing another side strafe. Yeah, just gonna go for a, awkward, janky punch there. Okay, yeah, I think... Actually, can I get to Olivier to EP charge him? No, I'm out of range of that, so I may as well just smack you. Wave charge again! Just go for this. Okay, so it's almost down. So now I can focus my attacks on the other one, which is quite a bit bulkier, but do I have enough movement to cancel? I can't cancel, so we might actually end up seeing what this thing's attack does. Oh, that's not good. Shera's probably going to go down to this. So yeah, Mist Storm. This is the attack that it uses if you don't cancel. It's not all that threatening, but it's kind of annoying. How much does it have left? 800, yeah, I'm going to need to get Shera back.
Sorry.
And I will probably need to get Estelle back too. Although, probably better to just cancel you.
Take that.
Unfortunately, you've lost all of your EP. Titanic Roar is going to be kind of useless, so instead I'll just do this. And that thing is down. Okay, just one left. So I can not quite safely revive her still at this point, because she would probably just go down again. Olivier at this point will basically just... Actually, no, he's not useless, because he can still use his arts to take out the... Alrones. Which actually have quite a lot of health for, summon minions. My last Azalea kiss, so it better be worth it.
How could I fail?
No, I'm gonna have to do this, unfortunately. Didn't want to have to use my Zerum capsule. Yeah, on hard mode, you really don't want to underestimate enemies, because even though I've taken care of most of the things on the field here, the rest could still give me trouble. But I definitely need to heal somebody here. Probably Agate himself, but I also kind of want to heal Olivier. Actually, no, I'll heal yourself with that. Okay, you just punched Shera. That's probably not that bad.
Yeah, come on.
And now I want to try and set up some chain crafts. Not going to go for Wild Rage just yet. That could potentially end badly. Okay, Shera, yeah, Shera, heal self, please. Or... I was about to say I don't care too much if Olivier goes down now, but if it summons more of the small things, I could be in trouble. Okay, just going for a regular punch, that's good. Now I can... actually, I want to initiate the chain with Agate, since he'll use less CP for it. But yeah, right now we're pretty much just pummeling this thing with physical attacks. Chain to Estelle, let's go.
Let's do it!
Okay.
Taking out over 1,000 of its health. And like I said, Olivier is basically going to be an item bot at this point. Of course, his movement is terrible, which is actually kind of a problem. I guess I can get the recipe for Mighty Juice while I'm here. It gives a strength buff, which might actually not be that terrible.
Ready? Okay.
Oh yeah, I like Shera's chaincraft animation. She shoots a tornado out of her whip. I also kind of want to do this.
Let's do it!
Okay.
Basically, chaincraft spam time to get this thing down. And I doubt this will do much. Yep, as I thought. Pretty much nothing. It is getting kind of close to being down, though. I think... I don't know if this will do it, but this might do enough. Yes, it was enough! Good!
We're good to go.
So yeah, that fight. You basically just want to make sure you're attacking the right enemy at the right time. And Agate gets Dragoona Edge too. And so, Mist Monsters defeated. Yeah, that's exactly, you know what? I'm gonna call this the episode. Almost Murdered by Fog. But we still haven't met the Enforcer for this chapter.